Wonder how y'all doing out there? What's going on? So last night I watched Sammy the Bull, The Last Gangster. It's always fascinating when you watch a world that is intriguing. It has access to everything you can imagine. I remember, you know, where do I start? If you were and it's not something that I necessarily wanted to necessarily know, but I grew up early on part of my life on the East Coast and in upstate New York. And it was real prevalent. You knew about who ran what and what was what. Then if you get into show business or if you follow the music industry, you learn all about payola and all the other terms. And then uh, fast forward 90s onward, especially in the 90s, a lot of rappers using these old mobster names and the G Unit and this and that and the other, and that whole nine, trying to recapture that era. People living vicariously through The Godfather to Goodfellas. Well, when you have the real deal with Sammy the Bull, except it ain't as romanticized. It ain't as romantic when you hear him talk because it was a, all out one way ticket. You're either going to get locked up or you're going to be put in a box if they even knew where your body was. And he did 19 killings and he was a glorified snitch and he did what he did. And it gets romanticized. But in reality, is he really different than Jeffrey Dahmer or Charles Manson? No. Or Columbus for that matter. But it gets romanticized. It's like it gets treated like, there's poison in the candy, but if you eat it, at least it tasted okay. I mean, it's a trip how the mind jetta goes on with how that particular life gets glorified in the media and how people are seduced by it. Because John Gotti was like a walking charismatic salesman that people in a certain region or place, thought that, hey, he was like entertaining. Hmm. And then when you find out like Sammy the Bull and all them had access to everything, including Trump Towers and different things, it just reinforces a stereotype on certain things that you just kind of wonder, you know, the reach is real. The reach is real. So it's interesting now to see him now in Arizona as the older man and getting on in years, and he reunited with his children and so on and so forth. Uh, how it plays out, but um, this is something that's always been very much a part of Americana. Gangsters, pimping, hustling, and it's in all forms of life. And Sammy the Bull, it's an interesting story, but you have to ask yourself, it's been legalized beyond the eyes and ears. Please hit the like, that subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and it is very much Americana. This is part of the culture, and people know about it whether they admit it or not. I'm out.